So today, the 20th of October 2013, is the 40th anniversary of the arrival of the KIMBALLA 35-foot ketch from Onslow in Western Australia to Bali, bearing Mark Keating, Gary Maskell, Keith Del Severa and me. And we're having a party tonight at Patsabo's on the beach, the Poleng Warung, to commemorate that event. So here we are at Surfers Beach. There's Surf City Mama's Satay, and there's the one just Poleng Cafe. Keating's pulled out all stops, finding the venue of choice. So having on the beach here, overlooking the ocean we sailed across to come here 40 years ago. The critical mass of deadbeats. Got Arthur Carvin representing the Science Seniors, and the winner of the Humphrey Bogan Award. You heard about the Humphrey Bogan Award? I just invented it this morning. Cab off the wreck, Wayne Kalias, who took us in Lombok that 40 years ago, gave us refuge. Cindy Patwayan there. This is not Patwayan. They all look the same to me, these natives. Nick Keating said I can't do a video. Here's the winner of the Humphrey Bogan Award. I invented the Humphrey Bogan Award. Keating's found the sextant. That was the original compass. That's incredible. See how the Chanang there?
The boat sank and you found them.
No, the boat was always sinking.
Ang bilang bunga prasitin eh. Prasasti.
Congratulations.
I didn't know where I was going or what my life was going to end up, but I did paint the Ankara on the what's it called? The rudder. There's the four of us.
This is the boat that we swam ashore from.
Bali or bust. And that's the original sextant. You still got it.
It's my great grandfather's sextant. We made it.
Is it flashing red? No, we made it. We made it. So who we got here?
This is both people in reverse.
And Subira. And they've got to look after a boat in Benoa. And Keating's song. Lubong Tonga's pesta. Na. Mara banyaja kakian turis. So, when I arrived 40 years ago, unfortunately Susie can't be here tonight, but her husband John Mintaraga rented me a motorbike, and I stayed with them in Denpasar because I bolted from the boat. I jumped ship, and while I was staying at Pakaming, I saw the procession of Guste, his father, Guseka, his father, Gusman's father, going to Turtle Island, to Sakanam, where we are now. And I jumped ship and ended up with them for 40 years. Not a bad choice, really. Stayed with this family long enough for them to forcefully adopt me. And Gusman is newlywed with the lovely Davita. Pun nonton video eh? Dawag ni ka eh? Panak Slom Kennedy Sophie ne? Ni Adi ne? Katlu Panak Sabua? Niki sira? Nak serang, sehat-sehat tau, nak tuban. So that's where we sailed in, and the first thing we saw was Gunung Agung, which is pretty amazing after 10 days ocean passage. I'd never sailed before. What a scene! Tumben mereka ni kan narsis niki. Quick gaya again. Nah. So kamen ni kurang tembus tu, beliang ya kamen. Oh, betul. Ya dua geng ekor. Sing kurang tembus kamen ni. Lajak itu. Humphrey Bogan Award, is it a good one?
It's a fabulous one.
Speech.
40 years ago, or a few months more, I was living in a teepee in Mullumbimby in the rain, an Indian teepee, and I got a message from
Opposed to a
Severa,
Russian TV.
someone here, Severa, and a few of his buddies said, we've got a boat that has to be taken out of Australia, and he knew I was doing some yacht deliveries. So
Yacht
he said, can you
deliveries.
help us get the boat out of Australia?
Out of Australia. Don't know why.
So
they
at
had
the
to go out of
time,
Australia.
Made and another guy, Gary, were sleeping over in my teepee in Mullumbimby.
In Bliss's brother. Where's Bliss? It was Bliss's brother Stephen Swift.
Oh, Steve.
Yeah.
There too, wasn't
Yeah.
So Made, who was then Michael White, said, can I come too?
I don't
So we
remember.
had
I
a
don't
crew,
remember
we had a
that.
crew, that was it.
I said I'll do anything for money.
40 years ago, a couple of months earlier. So we found our way across Australia and found our way to
Some details missing there.
Onslow. Phil's from Onslow. His father's from Onslow.
No. Wow, an Onslow boy. There aren't many Onslow boys.
There's not many people in Onslow. Sedikit orang di Onslow. Di barat Australia. Barat.
Di tepi Gurun Pasir.
Tapi Gunung Pasir.
Pas di bawah Bali. Ya, pas di bawah. Perahu ada di sana. Sudah tenggelam berapa kali perahu ini. Tapi kita perbaiki. Buat om di rada. Berangkat ke Bali. Tidak apa.
After 2 months.
Kalau perahu
Tidak apa-apa. It was a living nightmare. Tidak apa-apa.
Mare got a bit ill
Right.
and slept.
But I woke up one night and he was having a huge domestic with Gary Maskell, the junkie.
That was later.
And I heard Gary saying, I've always hated you ever since you lost my jumper in Mullumbimby. And I've been saying this to Keating for years, and last month he wound up on me and said, well, that was my favourite jumper, mate. He'd been holding that back for 38 years.
Oh, my goodness.
The jumper.
Yes, it was a very important jumper.
Tell us
And it
about
was a very cold night. Too.
tell
It
us
was a very
about the
cold
jumper,
night.
baby.
But that was digressing. We pumped.
The pump was broken. There was no radio, no spare sail,
Satu pompa masih ada.
bocor.
Dari itu
It
kita
was
datang
crazy,
ke
reckless.
Lombok.
What you
We
do?
arrived in Lombok.
Sampai di Lombok.
Lombok.
We thought it was cool to arrive in Lombok.
Lombok, the police decided that they wanted to arrest us. Tangkap di Lombok. 10 hari tangkap di Lombok. Tapi
All our clothes were stolen.
Pak Wayan Kaliangat was over there.
We swam ashore. We didn't have a dinghy,
No, in Lombok we didn't have to swim ashore.
no. But when we got back to the boat, all our clothes had been stolen.
Everything got stolen.
Everything. I had all my Noel Coward outfits. Oh, Dayan nak Melayu. Oh, paling baju turista. Hari pertama,
Tidak ada pakaian.
Tidak ada makan.
paling akonya di Lembar. Di Lembar, ne? It was so beautiful, Lembar. Hey! Wayan Kaliang was our saviour.
Pak Wayan Kaliangat.
He rescued the little Aussie battlers.
Waktu itu Bantan, kepala desa.
By this time I was fed up with them. I met Suki Man on the ship next door who held my hand and I fell in love with him.
Dia tahu kepala polisi Mataram untuk kepala polisi Lombok Barat, dan dia bilang sama orang itu,
That's his story.
tolong
I fell in love with
buka
Suki
orang
Man.
dari jaga polisi. Dia
He took me back to the boat.
Di rumah
He'd been
saya.
holding my hand all day. I thought I was going to get some action.
Di rumah
native
Pak
action.
Wayan ada gamelan.
And he put me in the top bunk and there was a full moon like tonight coming streaming in the window. And there were cockroaches absolutely covering every square inch of the wall on this rusty old, this rust bucket of a tanker. So, needless to say, Suki Man didn't come across.
You were definitely pissed off with him.
Can you imagine being with Keating for 3 months?
It's a big story.
The cork expert.
After 10 days, they let us go. And we got back in the boat and we came to Bali.
It was a full moon when we arrived, and it was a full moon 40 years later. Use this for the closing credits, Wayne, I think. Sailing into the rising moon.